Cool. What's up, everyone?
What's up, y'all?
Good to see everyone here,
Happy
family.
Tuesday. It's
Yes,
beautiful, beautiful sunny day here. Good day for some sourcing as well. We got Father's Day around the corner. It's about to get very, very fun. Back to school, all this kind of stuff. What's up, Eric? What's up, Julie?
My bad. I don't know why there's a lot of Father's Day sales already going on too, as well. So like, which doesn't really make sense. We kind of said the same thing about Memorial Day too. Could be like an economic thing that, less consumers are spending or something. So more retailers running sales. Regardless, good opportunity for us as sellers, y'all.
I will take it. If they want to give us cheap inventory, then I'm not going to argue.
Cool.
What up, Sunshine?
Good to see you. Yeah, Em, how you doing? I'm already prepping for Q4. Yeah, it's never too early, especially at the very least, having SellerAmp spreadsheets rolling and stuff like that, of leads that you see that did really well last year or that, did really well during back to school or anything like that. It's never a bad time to be cataloging that kind of stuff, y'all.
Yeah. Anytime you see those dips on the Keepa, throw it on a little SellerAmp sheet. You've already done the work once. You might as well remember that.
Yeah.
When's the time to start the back to school search? Pretty soon, man. I would say like heavily back to school sourcing in like a month or so. Right now, just start building out that SellerAmp Google sheet like we're talking about. Have that back to school labeled, where you're looking at backpacks and shoes and crayons and like snacks and that type of stuff. Like anything that people are buying a lot more of. Start spreadsheeting that and then come back and see if it's on sale basically in a month or two.
Yeah, and the nice thing too is so there's elements of that like Warner mentioned, which is something everyone should be doing as well. And then naturally, the market's going to tell you when stuff's good. You know what I mean? As you're doing sourcing, like the majority of what you should be buying is what's good now, right? Like the market's telling you when it's time for different items. Like for example, say there's, 50 different Adidas backpacks or maybe 10 main ones or something like that. It's like, 2 of them right now are probably profitable. And then in 2 weeks from now, another 2 will be profitable, right? And then during August, most of them will be profitable and such, but the market's going to tell you, right? And that you don't want to do it, nothing emotional and such, right? You want to let the market tell you, when it's time to take advantage of different stuff and everything.
Yeah, some major free game for the live stream heads. Keep a historical data tab. It'll show you all the best selling products. You can see like the best 5,000 from last back to school. Filter that down to like brands that you can sell, and then you're cooking.
All right, one more time for the people at home.
So Keepa has a on the website itself. You can look back and see like the historical data by month of every year, right? So you'll go back to last July, go back to last August, last September, see what the best selling products were. And then filter that down to whatever brands you can sell or want to sell, know how to find cheaply. And a lot of times it'll be, those the crayon listings that went crazy, started popping off. You can also do that in Keepa Product Finder as it comes up. Start filtering down to sales ranks dropping, like 30-day average, that kind of stuff. And between those two, you have no reason not to find a bunch of back to school leads.
Okay, here we go. What's the best website for Ungating? Adidas, Champs, and eSpay don't work anymore. I used Champs very recently for an Ungate and such. So they do work. You just have to keep submitting it. It's completely normal, on Ungates to get declined a couple of times. It's just kind of how their system works in terms of like the automatedness of it and such. So just kind of keep calm, just keep submitting, and Champs will approve you. It just might take a couple shots basically.
Yeah. We do also have the very good news of the Nike Ungate being back too. If any of you guys are haven't been on the streams in a bit, the Nike Ungate is back. If you're a new Amazon seller, the requirements are like a little bit different. They're doing like video interviews or something, which I'm actually all for because it's going to prevent counterfeiting. But go apply if you didn't know that.
Yep, which is cool. And the nice thing too is that's going to lead a lot of new sellers to kind of get, like, a lot of people are already freaking out about the video interviews, which is interesting because they used to do video interviews for everyone who was a new seller in like 2022 and such. It's interesting. That kind of quietly went away too. I haven't really heard about that.
Yeah, I thought they kept doing it, and then I stopped hearing about it, and I was like, all right, I guess not.
Like, yeah.
Mavs in 6. That's a bold prediction, my friend.
Does that start tonight?
2 nights from now, right?
Oh, cool. Okay. Video interviews. Can I submit email receipts? They told me they don't send invoices. Yeah, Papa Mayonnaise. So you're just gonna use email receipts for everything these days. And now don't worry if Amazon declines you once or twice saying like we don't take receipts. Trust me, they do. We have no incentive to tell you the wrong way to do things. In fact, we have every incentive to tell you the right way to do things. And such. So just keep calm and it'll work, y'all. Don't even worry about it.
Yep. How easy to sell in the U.S. market? You're based in the UK. Honestly, the U.S. is, I would say, definitely easier than the UK, just because there's more items per seller, basically, in the U.S. that are actually worth selling. Lots of great UK businesses, but I can think of a couple like UK sellers off the top of my head who stopped doing UK. They do all US because it's just a better market to sell in.
Is the video for new Nike or all new Ungates? No, just for Nike, man. Like I only got that message from people who had, who were looking to get Nike done. Such
is the same for Converse. Have we checked on that yet?
So Converse is still closed, actually. Interesting. Yeah, we checked that during the stream yesterday. Yeah. Okay. Corey, it was pretty good banter because Corey doesn't have Nike Ungated yet, so we were like,
so Corey submitted his Nike Ungate on the stream yesterday.
Yeah, he said, remember the from the Miami conference, man? Corey said, yo, please don't kill me. I have an ungating question. Any tips on increasing margins for the UK marketplace? VAT change, ways to increase wholesale margins? That's interesting, man. I'm not super educated on how VAT works. So unfortunately, kind of just got to default to like normal, source better products, reprice better, do merchant fulfilled, avoid price tagging and stuff like that. What happened with the VAT though, man? Fill us in, MUN, or fill us in, Corey. Yeah.
Fortunately, we don't have to worry about that too much being US sellers.
Yeah.
Talk about competitive pricing. I mean, there's a lot that you can go into. What like specifically do you want to, where you have questions on?
Amazon saturated. Yeah, very saturated. No one buys stuff on Amazon. No one's making money selling on Amazon. The hundreds of billions of dollars that people are doing on Amazon, it's all break even. They're losing money on.
We're sitting on live streams just for fun, no reason.
Yes. We want you to lose money. In fact, that's why we dedicated our lives to this space. Now, everything's saturated if you're bad, so simply get good at it. What category or products can customers not return? Is grocery one? Yeah, so certain types of stuff. So yeah, grocery is one of the main ones. Because like obviously it makes sense in terms of like the supply chain of like it's pretty screwed up to try out some chips and then return them and such like that. So even Amazon, as customer centric as they are, doesn't allow it. Yeah. Such.
Sadiq, are you healing up nicely, my man? How's life these days?
Dude, we were playing 4-on-4 the other day. Unfortunately, Sadiq couldn't make it. I didn't know he was like that on the injury reserve. He filled me in on it and such. But
he's on last time I checked.
Yes, Sadiq and I are a good matchup. So me and Steven against Sadiq and Garrett was a good matchup. We won, obviously, but Sadiq is good. Sadiq is good. And then I just got just enough rebounding out of Steven to make it work.
Steven looks like he's got the build where he just absorbs rebounds and passes it to a shooter. Yes.
G-Body bends. I mean, G-Body bends is a little bit more skilled. Any tips for training a VA lead wise? Good to see you in here, Nader. The big thing is just going to be getting on Zoom as much as you can and installing your brain in their brain, right? So showing why you like a lead, why you don't like a lead, why you like a certain supplier, why you don't like a certain supplier, why you like a certain sourcing method, right? Showing them how you do it, right? Screen recording yourself, making Loom videos, making Loom videos, reviewing their leads. All that's going to be very, very helpful for you, man.
Yeah, Nader, something I was literally doing earlier today that I like doing with my team is have them send you like a 5 to 10 minute Loom video of them sourcing, doing either something you've recently taught them or just straight up doing it. And then I'll leave comments on the Loom video. This was awesome. I love this trick you did here. Sometimes I'm learning stuff from the VAs because they're sitting there doing it all day, every day, right? So there's like little tricks that they pick up on. You spread that among the team. And then you can also comment and say, hey, here at 236, like, you can see a faster way to see if there's variations, that kind of stuff. So it's a way to just kind of see how they're doing without being super big brother with them tracking the screen all the time. Just say, hey, send me a little video of you sourcing. I can see what's going on.
Get the game film going.
You got to review film with the squad.
And now it's annoying. I think it's a Google Chrome thing. Yeah, I look into if you can save your password. I low key think they took that away though. Coupon savings. I literally think I noticed that today that I think they took that away. Any insights for reputable wholesale providers? Yeah, so we'll kind of hit the reverse of that, right? So it's like what's a sign of a shitty supplier? It's like very little internet history, right? Not having been around for a while. Providing wholesale stuff via Telegram or Instagram or hitting you up. Including the ASINs on the thing is another bad sign as well and such. And it's just like finding companies that have been around for a while that have a brick and mortar presence that you can look up, that you can see verifiable reviews on. Ideally, that you don't pay a bank wire to for the first. Charges you twice on ours. Yes, that's all. That would also be a bad thing. Definitely not be a. Definitely not be.
Honestly, what you'll see on a lot of wholesalers that are like a little less than legit is they'll advertise that they're selling a bunch of brands that are super like arbitrage friendly. You've seen on social media, like pretty much every like scammy wholesaler in the world was selling like Cachava when that was popping, like all that kind of stuff. So if you look at the listings, it's like a crazy popping listing. It's a bunch of arbitrage listings. A lot of times it's like a less reputable wholesaler as well.
Perfect. Thank you, guys. Yeah, of course.
Memorial Day sales better than Father's Day. I don't remember, man. Based on last year, it's more or less the same. Memorial Day might be a little bit better, to be honest, but most of the big websites will run probably the same coupon discount.
Yeah, and you're getting better too. Like you should get better each time, especially if you're in your first year or two. You know what I mean? This is a long-term game, right? You're getting better each time. You're getting more stuff spreadsheeted each time. You're finding more stuff that's out of stock or that's almost good. You know, getting that stuff dedicated. Purely based on past experience, I would say Memorial Day is better. But it doesn't really matter, right? Because you can take advantage of both. You know.
Yep. What up, Billy? I think that's high praise. I think that's
that
high
is
praise.
majorly high. I'm tweeting that too. That we appreciate you, Billy. That's very, very high praise there, family. Very,
is that a top signal though when you're getting GameStop comments in an Amazon stream? I think it might be.
I'm gonna tweet that top signal or the highest praise possible.
Wholesaler private label. Neither of us do very much of either. We do pretty much all arbitrage. I do a little bit of wholesale, but really just like arbitrage more, build systems around it, that kind of thing. Pretty much anything that's scalable, just pick one you like doing and that you can see yourself doing for 3 to 5 years and do it as well as you can.
Yeah, and Crunchy, you were just asking if Amazon's saturated as well. So probably the worst thing you could do is drop, $5K into a private label opportunity or, some wholesale stuff and everything. I would just stick to arbitrage. That's going to be a lot easier for you for now, man.
Yep. You're also asking earlier, products can customers not return? Yeah, grocery is one, Billy. Vitamin as well is pretty low return. I think grocery is the only one that you straight up can't return, but any category where people generally know like exactly what they're getting, they probably bought the same thing over and over again is solid if you are trying to avoid that. You can also like look for lower profit standards on the less returnable items.
Okay. Here we go. So like saw fishy reviews for Pallet Fly wholesale. So I've actually bought from Pallet Fly in the past. It's more so that like you don't know where the products are coming from and they advertise that they're for Amazon sellers and they advertise the ASINs on stuff. So it's kind of like, why aren't they selling it on Amazon themselves? And I think that's partially like a scarcity mindset way to operate and such. But like in general, like something that's that easy to find, it's the first thing that pops up when you search wholesale supplier for Amazon FBA. Probably something you want to avoid.
Yeah. As a general rule, if your wholesaler knows about the ASIN, it's probably less profitable than your local wholesaler. Yeah. How many of you? I've got 9 on the Amazon team right now, Trey.
Some of the beauty products and no return also. Yeah, and either way, like that stuff's going to be super low returns regardless. That's a good point, Andy. Trying to get out of shoes and apparel, only did 3K profit off of 50K revenue in May. So rice flips, it's obviously returns are annoying, but you're not getting like a 30% return rate most likely, especially on that type of line. You got to be buying stuff that's price tanking less. That's going to be the key to solving. It's just going to be setting the ROI criteria better because you're probably noticing as your storefront stocking, you're seeing big sellers full of those big apparel brands all the time. Those people are printing money. They just have really good dialed in ROI criteria.
Yeah, Rice, go back and look at the most returned products you had. See if there was any problems with that. And then also go back and look at the ones that were profitable, were like less profitable than you wanted just on a price tanking basis and see what you can learn from those keep it charts and then try to set a new higher threshold. You might set like a 45% minimum for shoes and that kind of stuff. Some beauty products are no return. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. I don't know if I've seen too many of that, but you definitely don't see too many beauty returns. Sometimes on like when there's like a ton of shades, you might see people like they thought they were one shade and they actually tanned more than they thought or whatever it is. Like but for the most part, makeup's pretty solid.
Way, like there's a very small difference between 0 and 1.5 or 0 and 2.5, but a massive difference between 2.5 and 10 in regards to return rate.
Yep.
Oh.
Which 3-1. Talk to a CPA on the LLC stuff.
Where do you buy to get Ungating and Polo Ralph Lauren? I don't even know if Polo Ralph Lauren is on any retailers. It's definitely going to be at the brand website though. But honestly, Laura, wherever you found it profitably, if it's regards to OA, like pretty much all big websites are going to work these days. Then office supplies. Office Depot. I think there's even a website called Office Supplies, or Office Depot. That might have been what I was thinking of.
Bulk office
I think
supplies,
there's
something
bulk
like that.
office
I know that
supplies.
was like,
Yeah,
that was the popular one for office for a while.
Back in the day, yeah. Won't put me on some game. What's a good category to dive into tonight? Storefront stock off your current stuff. You're currently, cooking with Bowtie and Mutt. Like, clothing shoes aren't the problem. Like, the category is not the problem. It's the quality of leads is the problem, right? Because the data is the same at the end of the day. Like, naturally, those products are returned more than others. But when you're storefront stocking, you're seeing people that are carrying boatloads of that types of stuff. They're doing it to make money, When is the next Stanley?
Good question.
I like the way you think.
Probably back to school. We'll have a couple. Christmas we should have one or two.
Those might even be Stanleys in that flick right there too, and such.
It could be. They're the right size.
Yeah, it's exactly what I was thinking. Do prep centers generally charge extra for shipping to Amazon, or is that included in the cost of the item? So, Akshat, you're actually going to pay for shipping to Amazon through your Amazon Seller Central account, just like automatically. The prep center is going to have limited access to your seller account to create those shipments through, and such. So, like your Amazon account's going to be changed. Oh my gosh, you've been around forever, man. That's beautiful.
Okay,
yeah, man.
That means you had a good loop to get that many cologne rooms at once then.
Oh, yeah. Wait, you had like a good system of the homies.
He had multiple addresses. He was a virtual address and something like that. That's what's up. How do you account for shipping costs? We put an order from a retailer. 99 times out of 100, you're going to get free shipping, Polly. Just because most websites like a $25, $35 free shipping minimum, and there's just no reason to buy it if you're only buying like $20 worth of something. It's not worth managing a product. Yeah, good question, Corey. Tips on growing an FBA Instagram page. Just like document whatever you're up to. Post on the stories when you're driving some stuff to the UPS store. Post your big pile of boxes you got going out. Post the frustrated 12:30 a.m. post after things aren't going as well as you'd hoped, and just be authentic, right? Like share whatever you're up to. You're going to attract other people that want to make money with you, and go from there. Also, reach out to other people who have smaller, like Amazon, Instagram, Amazon, Twitter pages, that kind of stuff. Let people come to you and approach other people since you're showing them that you're serious.
Matt, I would say you're not at the volume where you need that, honestly. And such. QuickBooks is dope though, man. It's super cheap. You should just use that for now. Like there's bigger problems to solve sub 20K, sub 30K a month.
The self-employed version is fine. It's like $15 a month.
Super cheap. Yeah, exactly. You can deduct it. Yeah. Do you guys do FBM for shoes? Oh yeah, that was actually that was pretty much exclusively what I did my first 6 months. Like 95% probably. It's ripping the outlets and such. Yeah, that's a great question on the Grow on the IG page too, as well. Why suppliers isn't giving me price lists? Well, if they're going to do business with you, they will. I assume you're just probably not finding it like initially on their website and such, which is normal and just kind of part of the game. Ooh, okay. Should I buy? Well, the cool thing is you're already in contact with the brand specifically, Abby, and if they're saying they don't want it sold online, I might hit them with like a kind of switch it on them and be like, okay, these other people are doing it. They're doing it wrong. Here's why you should let me do it only. But probably not, because there's a reason they don't want it sold online,
Yeah, you got to convince them why is it worth selling to one more person? Because as far as they're concerned, they could sell to 20 people or probably one people and make the same amount of sales on Amazon, unless you bring them a reason that you're going to drive more sales on Amazon. So maybe that's, hey, I'll buy the product that no one else is buying, and I'll make a listing if you let me sell this other product that other people are already selling. I'll run some ads, I'll redo some product photos, like whatever it takes. Like if there's an ROI on it, then you can figure out a way to get it done.
Okay. Amazon sent me a message. I need to complete a video interview. I also have to submit invoices, suppliers, contracts, and receipts. So you actually don't. All you're going to need is just one receipt and just do the video interview. The cool thing, CJ, is they actually used to make everyone do this very conveniently. Not everyone has to do now. Looks like that's what they're currently requiring to sell Nike products. So it's going to be fine. Not a big deal at all. And we believe in you.
Yep. They're just bring like your printed documents. I've done a video interview like that for like a account review basically, and they just want to see all the printed documents. You'll show them in front of the camera, take a couple minutes, you'll be good.
Where should I buy boxes to FDM shoes, Miles? At a small scale, Walmart, and long-term probably bulk from Uline or the Boxery or something like that, man. Yeah, nice and easy. That's the kind of thing where like focus on getting a bunch of orders, then you'll go to Walmart and figure out what size you need and such,
Yeah. Yeah, that's the last thing that matters. Make
Yeah.
money first.
How long did it take y'all
Um,
to make a profit? In terms of OA, like, I mean, I had profitable sales day one just because I had old inventory from when I was flipping shoes. And such. Realistically, like buying profitable inventory, getting sales in it probably a week or so because I was an FBM demon.
yeah, I was doing books, so it was as soon as you make your first sale, it's profitable. Pretty standard to be profitable within the first month, unless you're really doing something wrong.
So when you started out OA, were you doing like a lot of like iHerb and like Vitacost and like those smaller brands? Because I remember that's what you used to make videos on back in the
Yeah,
day.
I mean, I was just ripping straight like
TNA.
software scanning stuff when it used
Exactly.
to
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, for sure. Of course, right? Because
Um,
there's less competition on shit. You know what I mean? So a lot of stuff
yeah,
was just sitting there profitable, you know?
yeah. But yeah, it was a lot of that, and then you stumble on the Nikes and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you get
It
into
took me like 6 to 9 months of doing actual OA to figure out how to do Nike in general. So y'all got it easy these days.
oh shit, so yeah, it's fire. When you sell an out of a product, do you close the listing and delete it? Yeah, it's not a bad idea to get in the habit of that. In many cases, it doesn't do you a ton of good. If you want to though, like totally do it, especially on any small brand that you think might IP you. In general, it's like honestly, probably if you're worried about it, you should do it. You know.
Yep. What up, Angel? I don't know if you've seen you in a stream in a while.
Who's that? Yeah, Angel, you haven't been in here chirping us, man.
What's up, man?
Is there a KPF filter to? Yeah, dude. So absolutely. So if you go to the buy box column, you can scroll down. It's like the third, fourth, fifth, or sixth row in the buy box column, like the filter, and you can put is buy box FBA. You can put no. Nice and easy.
Yep. You don't need it, Kimmel.
Yeah,
Just
nice.
Keepa.
No, still on the list. Yeah, just reverse sourcing. So, Eddie, just like we do in our videos, right? Storefront stalking, just using SellerAmp and such, looking inside the storefronts of other sellers, seeing what they're selling, and then going out and tracking those items down profitable.
Yeah. Yeah. And the reason why you do that instead of using like a software or something is software is always going to show everyone the same results. If you're doing it manually, you find the 2-pack that every other, automated scraper, all that kind of stuff misses. And the 1-pack that has a UPC that's wrong and all that kind of stuff. That's where you make the most of your money.
What do you do for an item not listed on Amazon, but they have it in a different color? It's a hat, by the way. How to list it fresh on OA. First of all, good to see a fellow football in here. Such looks like you're having a good time on the pitch there and such. Creating listings and creating variations is a little bit complicated. It's not a bad idea to look into it. I haven't personally experimented with it much though.
Bro was busting out his inner his inner Englander right there, whatever you want to say.
The pitch,
his inner Brit, yeah.
Yeah. Can I offer free shipping on an individual plan as FBM? I don't see a free shipping option. It sounds like probably not, but Aldo, if you're watching this stream, man, you should be a professional account. Like give Amazon a call, switch that over to a professional account. That's a just general rule of thumb, guys. Whenever you're switching any info on your Amazon account, always give Amazon a call prior. Not that it's a huge deal, but it is annoying getting your account temporarily shut down just for security review for a couple hours, basically.
Yeah, especially with like bank account and that kind of stuff. A lot of it's just trying to protect you.
Cool.
Key FBM shoes in a poly bag. I wouldn't. You could do like slides in a poly bag. I've done that before.
Ironically, Amazon, when they're fulfilling orders through FBA, they do a lot of shoes in poly bags, but they also call the shots and they have all the data in terms of like if that is an issue and such. But the key is that they assume responsibility if a customer complains.
Yeah. They also probably don't need to be profitable selling physical products for the business to make sense. So
oh, here we go. What's the best number to reach Amazon seller? So what you're going to do for that is you're going to go on the help section of Seller Central, go through the entire process of sending them an email. And at the end of it, just click like, I need more help basically. And then they'll give you a call essentially.
Yeah. Coupon's tossing you a question that they know is going to send you down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, no, you can't sell seed oils on an individual account. Yeah, you can't sell seed oils. Updates my card and it still shows unable to verify. Well, Danny, man, let me find Mia. Mia has a really good post on that. I'm gonna find it for you guys here and just bookmark this. Mia,
you shouldn't need to call anyway. Like whenever I change info, I just open a case. I just spam other over and over again. Just send him a quick message that says, "Hey, I'm changing some account info." They'll be like, "All right, cool."
All right, I'm gonna link this in too. Oh, okay, lit. All right, cool. I'm gonna link it regardless. Warner's absolutely right though.
Yeah, either whatever you want to do, Danny.
Yeah.
Calling is always faster for sure. How much faster do you get your money back selling FBM versus FBA? Great question. It's about twice as fast because average FBA lag time, where you go from the day it goes out of your door to actually for sale, is probably around 2 weeks. And so, on that first day, you could have made the sale FBM, and reinvest your money, all that kind of stuff.
Yep. Nice and easy. And like long term, there's certain things you sacrifice when you're a new seller to learn quicker and make money faster and stuff like that. And putting in more work to FBM is a really, really worthwhile thing for that, guys, I would say.
Yeah. Like with FBA, you'll probably completely turn your money over 5 to 6 times a year. With FBM, you'll turn your money over 10 to 12 times. So especially if you've got that $2,000 startup, that is a massive difference after a year.
Yep. Hey guys, how far should an expiration date be on a product when sending in Amazon? What are the guidelines? I think it depends on product, right? Expiration date guidelines.
Yeah, it depends on the product. The general rule is 90 days plus the average expected shelf life of the product.
Oh,
so you got a 365-day vitamin. Let's add that 90 days. That's the expected expiration date outside.
Yeah, the AI on Google hooked it up right here. Peep that game right there. See that? Interesting. That's crazy.
They said the same thing I did too. So I'm on point.
Run up the bag quick, boys. The AI's coming for us, man. Run up the bag quick here. Run up the bag quick. It's coming for us.
Once AI knows how to stack the catch-all with the
coupon, no, it won't. It won't. It'd have to be able to create an email address and loop it and change up the different. It doesn't have me bullying it and doing it,
Talking to the support agent, who's also probably an AI.
ChatGPT is lit, yeah.
Yeah, it is lit.
You can get it like customer service messages, all different types of stuff like that. You can use it for product research ideas. I don't think it's super good for that.
Yeah, talk to whenever you're going down like a GPT rabbit hole, like all of your customer service, like in the same chat, just keep feeding it your like customer service tickets and then ask it to resolve it. And you're basically just like training your own customer support bot. Same goes for like writing stuff. Anytime you write stuff, put it in there and say, hey, write something that's in my style that's about this, and you can just adapt it from there. Like there's a lot of fun stuff there.
And the cool thing is too, FBM customer service, obviously you actually have to do. You'd be shocked how few times you'll have to unless you're like pumping crazy volume. And such. The convenient part though is that you can save templates in it, so you can have ChatGPT make the templates, and then you can just use them again and again. Basically, can you guys look at
safety claims?
Sure.
That makes sense, Angel. That definitely makes sense.
Yeah, Nessa, send the ASIN and the buy cost, and I'll pull it up here. So get a little live ASIN review here. Let's see what we got, y'all.
Yep. Yeah. Also, let GPT proofread your VA's work too. So have your VAs like whenever they're answering your support tickets and stuff for you, just have them plug it back in, make sure it's in good English, that kind of stuff.
All right, 49 here. Let's see what we got. Okay. I must have typed in that. Yeah, if it's all sponsored listings, it means I typed in the ASIN wrong. BG8 HK B9H. Okay.
It's weird that it doesn't let you copy paste because you're in like
which makes no sense. I mean, literally makes no sense. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is a Nike product. Is probably Nike.com if I had to guess. Let's see. So this is a size 11 here. Let's see. 66 here. All right, so let's see.
I don't know if there's enough meat up there.
Yeah, so it's just about break even here. Something like this does have a lot of historic profitability here, though, guys. On Keepa. So this would be a pass here. However, we can see this does totally sell though here. You guys see that offer count movement there? So we know that this item sells here.
Price is going up too. So it could be on the up, but right now I wouldn't risk it.
Yeah, you guys see how the buy box is coming in significantly higher than the lowest price. That's a pro tip that you'll occasionally see. And one of those examples is basically the sellers down here. See how they're backordered, their delivery dates are really far out. Right. And then the seller in the buy box has delivery dates that are significantly better here. Right. And that just means that person recently sent their inventory into Amazon, basically. Such.
Peep chat.
Yeah. Cool. How to list a Nike item from Dick's Sporting Goods on Amazon. Don't worry about creating listings, man. You totally can. I just think it's kind of too much work for what you should be doing as a beginner, ChatGPT.
Yeah. There's a good shot it probably does exist, though. So especially if it's a Nike product, it might have a variation that's like out of stock. So take one of the ASINs that does exist, go to Variation Wizard, and you're probably solid.
What price do I get it at to get rid of it? Oh, well, you'll be able to match the buy box. Yeah, if you're in stock FBA on that, which you're probably FBM if I had to guess, otherwise you would have sold it by now. Such as price where the buy box going. Sending FBM, do I need to cancel CSBA? What do I need to do myself if I cancel CSBA? So customer service by Amazon, don't use it. I'm sure it's expensive. Probably don't worry about using it. Very rarely you'll have to answer a message from a customer occasionally and such. Do you recommend if mostly OA right now? It's not a bad idea, Jeff, depending on where you're located. ASD is in August, though. That'll be great as well in Las Vegas. So we'll definitely be at that one, too.
I would do ASD if you're doing one or the other, Jeff.
Thanks. Significantly longer, too. Thanks for the sauce, Young Kings. Appreciate you, Bowtied Mutt. Yeah, Bowtied Mutt. You've been a nice addition to the chat the past couple of days here. Such. Oh, nice, Jeff. You're right there. Okay, cool. Sweet. All right, cool. So yeah, let us know any other questions y'all got for us here. We got it's the 30-minute mark with 33 seconds, and we had 333 viewers right there. What's a good time to set your price to break even to liquidate? It depends how confident you are in that item becoming profitable, and such, but probably somewhere between 30 and 45 days, depending.
Yeah, it really depends on how cash flow limited you are. Yeah. If cash flow is holding you back, then probably 3 to 4 weeks. If it's not, then probably 6 to 8.
On the Discord, letting you know your advice. I got Ungated today. Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Good work, Dig. How much above buy box should I price? Start out 3 to 5% when you're sending in inventory to FBA, and then if something's selling really well and you see that there's a divorce between the pricing and the lowest price in terms of the buy box price and the lowest price, you can probably test higher as well. Start out in general though, shipping in 3 to 5% above current buy box FBA, and then eventually you'll get a little fancier. Such here too. Hit 40K revenue past 2 months. Any tips on how to scale up further? Dude, so you're killing it, Tony. The cool thing is if you're doing either that monthly or just even that in the last 2 months, you totally know what you're talking about, man. So it's probably just doing more but better of what you're currently doing and finding adjacent opportunities, storefront stock in the sellers you're consistently seeing on different listings and such like that.
Probably skip all your test buys too. I would assume you're still placing a good amount of test buys at that scale. I would probably start skipping that. Go straight to buying 3 or 4 weeks.
Cool. Sweet.
All right. Yeah. You got that no income tax status over there. That's what's up.
That's pretty lit too. Yeah.
Little Memphis guy.
An account reserve.
Amazon put all your money into Reservo. Don't know why. Account health is perfect. Haven't got emails. They're not going to do that if they didn't send you an email for something. You probably got a violation on something. So check your email. If you can't find an email, then open a case with Amazon.
Can we drop off at Amazon with everything in boxes? Unfortunately not. Ooh, this is a good one. Good one with FBM season approaching. Not that it's a huge deal, but don't ever cancel FBM orders. Instead, if you oversold something, one, if you're sourcing with other people, check if one of them can fulfill it. And such. In general, though, the best method is going to be just buying shipping at 1 ounce by 1 ounce by 1 ounce with, or 1 by 1 by 1 length, width, height, 0.1 ounces and such. That's going to be really, really cheap, and then just manually refund it. How long until reviews? Depends when you get them, but you'll get about 1 review per every couple hundred orders. So probably a while if you're, brand new.
Yeah. If you're still hunting that first review, then there's a button on the orders that says request review. After that, it doesn't really matter. Getting 1 review is good, but getting rid of that just launched is always good.
That's cool. All right, sweet. Appreciate everyone tuning in today. If you guys got any questions, make sure you let Warner and I know. We got big stuff coming for you guys. We're super excited to share as well, and just help you guys grow your business, save time, move as quick as possible, and just have a lot of fun and such, and everything too. Appreciate everyone tuning in. We will talk to you guys soon. Yeah, check the sourcing checklist Warner just dropped in the chat too, and as such, auto Ungate list, bunch of other good info in the description as well. Cool.
Yep. Good to see you guys. Let's make it a let's make it good.
Nah, pizza was the other day. Not today. Appreciate you. See y'all later.